दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंदा। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्। In this session we'll be discussing from the 29th and the 30th verses of the 6th chapter of the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. 29th verse, Kalpanta idam adaya shayane ambasi udanvataha shishayishor anupranam vivishe antar aham vibho. The meaning of this verse is, at the end of the millennium, when the personality of Godhead Lord Narayana lay down within the water of devastation, Brahma began to enter into him along with all creative elements, and I also entered through his breathing. So this is a description what happened to Narada after he quit his material body at the time of death in his previous life, and then he was awarded a transcendental body. But still, at the end of the millennium, so Prabhupada explains in the purport what is the meaning of end of the millennium. So Prabhupada says in the purport, Narada is known as the son of Brahma in this life, present life. And Lord Krishna is known as the son of Vasudeva. The personality of Godhead and his liberated devotees like Narada appear in the material world by the same process. That means a devotee is taking birth in this material world. A pure devotee is taking birth in the material world is not like ordinary persons taking birth. Just like the Supreme Lord's birth and activities are completely transcendental, Janma karma chame divyam evam yo vetti tattvataha. Same way, even pure devotees' appearance and activities in this material world are completely transcendental. The process is the same. As it is said in the Bhagavad Gita, Janma karma chame divyam. That same thing Prabhupada is telling. The birth and activities of the Lord are all transcendental, completely spiritual. Therefore, according to authorized opinion, the birth of Narada as the son of Brahma is also a transcendental pastime. What does it mean? Narada is not forced to take birth like us. We are forced to take birth by laws of karma, only because we got residual reactions from the previous life or previous lives. Therefore, we take birth. And we are forced to take birth in a material body. Narada or the Supreme Lord, they also apparently take birth, but they appear in spiritual form. They don't accept a material body. So it is said, the birth of Narada as the son of Brahma in present life is actually a transcendental pastime. Just like the Lord appears for the sake of pastime, Narada also appears for the sake of transcendental pastimes. That means Narada's appearance and disappearance are practically on the same level as that of the Lord. There is no difference. The Lord and his devotees are therefore simultaneously one and different as spiritual entities. Spiritual entities, both are spiritual entities. But that doesn't mean that pure devotee is God. No. God is God, pure devotee is pure devotee. But they are in the same category. They are having similar qualities. They are completely spiritual beings. They belong to the same category of transcendence. They have nothing to do with any material energy, material body, material existence, nothing. So even though they seem to take birth in this material world, they are completely aloof from everything material. How is that possible? Mam chayo avyabicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityetan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. They are always on the transcendental platform, above the three gunas. Gunatita. Gunatita. So Lord is always Gunatita, and His pure devotees who are engaged always in His pure devotional service are also Gunatita. But they may appear like they are also conditioned in this material world. They may appear like that, but they are not. So this difference we always have to remember. In the case of the birth of the pure devotee in this material world, or the birth of the Lord as the son of Vasudeva and Devaki, or the birth of Rama as son of Dasharatha and Kausalya, son of Vamana as the son of Kashyapa and Aditi, all these are transcendental appearance of the Lord. Similarly, transcendental appearance of Narada as the son of Brahma, pure devotee. 30th verse, Sahasra Yuga Paryante Uthayedam Sisrikshataha Marichi Mishra Rishayaha Pranebhyoham cha Jagnire. The meaning is, after 4,300,000,000 solar years, when Brahma awoke to create again by the will of the Lord, all the rishis like Marichi, Angira, Atri and so on were created from the transcendental body of the Lord, and I also appeared along with them. When Brahma's day is over, at the beginning of Brahma's night, there is a partial devastation of the universe. The middle and the lower planetary systems are completely flooded. And all the living entities enter the body of Garbhodaka Shayi Vishnu, the Vishnu who is lying on the Garbha ocean. This universe is like a shell half filled with water. That water is called Garbha ocean. So everyone enters Garbhodaka Shayi Vishnu's transcendental body, and they remain there for the night of Brahma. How long does this night of Brahma last? The same duration as the day of Brahma. Day of Brahma, the calculation is given in the Bhagavad Gita. Sahasra Yuga Paryantam Mahar Yad Brahmano Viduhu. Brahma's day, 1,000 cycle of the 4 yugas on this earth. That's the duration of Brahma's day. That works out to 4,300,000,000 solar years, according to our calculation on the earth. So same duration is the night. So for the night, Brahma and the residents of Brahmaloka and even Narada, they entered the body of Garbhodaka Shayi Vishnu when the devastation happened in the previous day of Brahma, and the night they remained there as if asleep. As if asleep. But when Brahma wakes up to create again by the will of the Lord, when the night is over, the next day begins, then all the rishis like Marichi, Angira, Atri, they are created by from the transcendental body of the Lord. That means they also awaken, and Narada also awakens. He also appears along with them as if he has taken birth as son of Brahma. He appears along with them. So Prabhupada explains in the purport, the duration of a day in the life of Brahma is 4,320,000,000 solar years. This is also stated in the Bhagavad Gita, Sahasra Yuga Paryantam, that one. So for this period, Brahmaji rests in Yoga Nidra within the body of Garbhodakshai Vishnu, the generator of Brahma. Sometime earlier it was described in the Bhagavatam itself, in the 3rd chapter of the 1st canto, that Brahma appears on the lotus which is generated on the navel of Vishnu, Garbhodakshai Vishnu. That's why the Garbhodakshai Vishnu is also called Padmanabha. One Padma, one lotus appears from his navel. On that lotus, Brahma is born from Garbhodakshai Vishnu. So, Brahma, when the end of his day happens, he rests in Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra is not like our sleeping. Our sleeping is total ignorance. We go into ignorance. But Brahma's resting is just not in ignorance, but it is in spiritual awareness. That's called Yoga Nidra. Spiritual awareness is there. After the sleeping period of Brahma, when there is again creation by the will of the Lord through the agency of Brahma, all the great rishis again appear from different parts of the transcendental body, and Narada also appears. This is the pastime of the Lord. Creation, maintenance and destruction are pastimes of the Lord. It appears like the Lord is employing or taking help or being assisted by Brahma and the other devatas and the rishis, but actually the Lord is independent. He just wants to engage all of these other personalities because they have a desire. They have a desire to lord over material nature. Of course, they are pious beings, so they assist the Lord in creation, maintenance and destruction. This means that Narada appears in the same transcendental body as a man awakes from sleep in the same body. Just like we have experience, night we go to sleep. Next day morning we get up in the same body. But in our case, something else happens at night when we go to sleep. We forget this body. Whereas Brahma goes into Yoga Nidra, he does not forget his original form. As Brahma, he doesn't forget that form. So, his going to sleep is not same as our going to sleep. Therefore, Yoga Nidra, the prefix Yoga is used for Nidra. Whereas in our case, even though we forget this body, when we awaken in the morning, we again awake, we are awakened in the same body that we slept in the previous night. Same way, Brahma also appears in the same body as he slept in the previous night. Narada appears in the same transcendental body because Narada was awarded a transcendental body in his, when he became perfect in devotional service. He was awarded and he quit that previous body made of the 5 elements, Panchabhautikam. Then he was awarded a transcendental body. In that transcendental body again he awakens. Next day of Brahma. And Narada is eternally free to move in all parts of the transcendental and material creations of the Almighty. That is the nature of transcendental form, spiritual form, eternal form. He is free to move anywhere just by his will. Like he is in, let's say, heavenly planet, Swargaloka. He decides, I want to go to the earth planet. He just wills and he is in the earth planet. He travels like that. So, this transcendental body is difficult for us to conceive, difficult to understand. We have to hear about that from the authentic source. So, Narada Muni appears and disappears in his own transcendental body, which is without distinction of body and soul, unlike conditioned beings. See? Unlike conditioned beings. We are conditioned, so we are forced to take birth and die or quit the body whenever the nature, material nature forces us. Whereas Narada is not forced by material nature. He is completely aloof from the influence of material nature. So he quits his body whenever he feels, whenever his mission is over, and he appears whenever mission of the Lord requires that he appear in a particular place, in a particular form. So that is the position of Narada Muni, completely liberated. I'll stop here. Thank you. Hare Krishna.